A bright star shone in the night sky. It was unlike any other star that had ever been seen before. Its light was so radiant and pure that it illuminated the entire sky, casting a gentle glow over the land below. This star was a beacon of hope and a symbol of something extraordinary that was about to happen. It was a special star. This star had a purpose, a mission to guide and lead. It was said that this star would lead people to a place of great significance, a place where a miracle was about to unfold. The star's brilliance was a sign to all who saw it that something wondrous was happening. This star led everyone to Bethlehem. People from near and far, shepherds and wise men alike, followed the star with a sense of anticipation and wonder. They traveled through the night, guided by the star's unwavering light, knowing that it would lead them to a place of great importance. The journey was long and arduous, but the star's light gave them hope and strength. In Bethlehem, a baby was born. His name was Jesus. This was no ordinary birth. It was the birth of a child who would change the world. Born in a humble stable surrounded by animals, Jesus came into the world with a sense of peace and love that touched everyone who saw him. His birth was a moment of pure joy and wonder.
"We love you so much, Jesus." Mary and Joseph, his parents, looked at him with eyes full of love and adoration. They knew that their child was special, destined for greatness. They felt an overwhelming sense of love and responsibility, knowing that they were chosen to care for this precious child.
"We will always care for you." They promised to protect and nurture him, to provide him with all the love and care he needed. They knew that their journey as parents would be filled with challenges, but their love for Jesus gave them the strength to face anything that came their way.
Mary and Joseph loved Jesus very much. They cared for him. They watched over him day and night, ensuring that he was safe and happy. Their love for him was unconditional, and they were dedicated to raising him with the values of kindness, compassion, and love. He was a very special baby. From the moment he was born, it was clear that Jesus was destined for greatness. His presence brought a sense of peace and joy to everyone around him. He had a gentle and loving nature that touched the hearts of all who met him. Jesus was born to share love with the world. His life would be a testament to the power of love and compassion. He would grow up to teach others about the importance of kindness, forgiveness, and love. His message would spread far and wide, touching the lives of countless people and bringing hope and light to the world. Jesus grew up in Nazareth. He was a kind and gentle boy. He loved to learn and play. Jesus also loved to help others. One day Jesus went to the temple. He talked about God. He amazed everyone with his wisdom. Even as a child, Jesus knew he was meant to share God's love. When Jesus grew up, he started teaching. He told stories about God's love. He taught people to be kind and forgiving. People loved to hear him speak. Jesus also performed miracles. He healed the sick and helped those in need. He showed everyone that God's love is powerful. One day Jesus went up a mountain. Many people followed him. He sat down and began to teach. This was the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus taught about love, forgiveness, and peace. He wanted everyone to live in harmony. His message was clear: love one another. Section 5, 5 loaves and 2 fish. Jesus cared for everyone. He always had a special way of connecting with people, making them feel seen and valued. His teachings were not just words, they were actions that demonstrated his deep compassion and love for humanity. One day, a large crowd gathered to hear him speak. People came from far and wide, drawn by the stories of his wisdom and miracles. They were eager to listen, to learn, and to find hope in his words. The crowd was diverse, with people of all ages and backgrounds united by their curiosity and faith. It was getting late and everyone was hungry. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the gathering. The day had been long and the people were tired and weary. They had been so engrossed in Jesus' teachings that they hadn't thought about food. Now, as the evening approached, their hunger became more apparent. A young boy offered Jesus his lunch, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. This boy, with a heart full of generosity, stepped forward from the crowd. He didn't have much, but he was willing to share what he had. His simple act of kindness was a testament to the power of giving, no matter how small the offering. It wasn't much, but Jesus took the food and blessed it. He looked at the boy with gratitude and then raised the food towards the heavens. With a serene smile, he gave thanks and blessed the loaves and fish. The crowd watched in anticipation, wondering what would happen next. Miraculously, there was enough food for everyone. As Jesus began to distribute the food, something incredible happened. The loaves and fish multiplied, filling basket after basket. The disciples helped in passing the food around, and to everyone's amazement, there was more than enough to go around. The miracle was not just in the multiplication of food, but in the way it brought the community together. No one went hungry that day. The crowd, now fed and content, marveled at the miracle they had witnessed. They felt a deep sense of gratitude and joy. This event was more than just a meal. It was a powerful reminder of Jesus' love and the abundance that comes from faith and sharing. The story of the 5 loaves and 2 fish became a cherished memory, a symbol of hope and divine providence that would be told and retold for generations to come. One evening, Jesus' friends were in a boat on the sea. A big storm came. The waves were high and the wind was strong. His friends were scared.
Suddenly they saw Jesus walking on the water. He calmed the storm with a word. Jesus was with them, and they were safe. He showed his friends that faith can overcome any fear.
Jesus loved everyone, even those who were unkind to him. His love was not limited by the actions or attitudes of others. He reached out to those who were marginalized, those who were despised, and those who were considered unworthy by society. His love was unconditional, a beacon of hope for all humanity. He showed us that true love transcends all barriers and prejudices. He taught us to forgive one another. Forgiveness was a cornerstone of his teachings. He emphasized that holding on to anger and resentment only harms ourselves. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from the chains of bitterness and open our hearts to healing and peace. Jesus demonstrated this through his actions, forgiving those who wronged him, even in the face of immense suffering. He showed us that love is the most powerful force in the world. Love has the power to heal, to bring people together, and to create a sense of belonging and community. Jesus' love was inclusive, embracing everyone regardless of their background or status. He taught that love is not just an emotion but a deliberate choice to act with kindness, compassion, and selflessness. Jesus' life was a gift of love to the world. His teachings, his actions, and his ultimate sacrifice were all expressions of his boundless love for humanity. He lived a life of service, always putting the needs of others before his own. His love was a guiding light, showing us the way to live a life of purpose and meaning. He taught us to love God and to love each other. This dual commandment was at the heart of his message. Loving God means recognizing the divine in all creation and living in harmony with it. Loving each other means seeing the inherent worth and dignity in every person and treating them with respect and kindness. Jesus' teachings challenge us to look beyond our differences and to see the common humanity that unites us all. He wanted us to share his message of hope and peace. Jesus' message was not meant to be kept to ourselves, but to be shared with the world. He sent his disciples out to spread the good news, to bring hope to the hopeless, and to be peacemakers in a troubled world. His message is as relevant today as it was then, calling us to be agents of love, forgiveness, and reconciliation in our own lives and communities. Even though Jesus is no longer physically with us, his light still shines. His teachings continue to inspire us. We can feel his love in our hearts. Jesus' message is timeless. It's a message of hope, love, and forgiveness. It's a message that is just as important today as it was then. Jesus' story is a story of hope. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, love will always prevail. His teachings give us hope for a better world, a world filled with peace and understanding. Let's share Jesus' message of love and kindness with everyone we meet. Let's make the world a brighter place just like Jesus did.